अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Dear devotees, we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 81, Text 38 and 39. Let me share my screen so we can all recite the verse together. इत्थं व्यवसितो बुद्ध्या भक्तोऽतीव जनार्दने विषयान् जायया तक्ष्यन् बुभुजे नातिलम्पटः। Translation and purport by the humble disciples of His Divine Grace, Srila Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Prabhupada. Shri Shukdev Goswami continued, thus firmly fixing his determination by means of his spiritual intelligence, Buddhya, Sudama remained absolutely devoted to Lord Krishna, the shelter of all living beings, Janardhan. Free from avarice, means excessive greed. Free from avarice, he enjoyed, together with his wife, Jayaya, Vishayan Tyakshan. He enjoyed with Jayaya, with his wife, the objects of sense gratification, Vishayan. Bubuje means he enjoyed, but Tyakshan, with the final aim of ultimately giving everything up. Together with his wife, he enjoyed the sense pleasures that had been bestowed upon him, always with the idea of eventually renouncing all sense gratification. Na ati lampata, and he was not very greedy for more and more sense enjoyment. He was satisfied. If Krishna had given him $100, he would have been satisfied. If Krishna gave him $1 billion, he was satisfied. Whatever Krishna allots as my quota, I am satisfied. That was the attitude of Sudama and his wife, Dharmapatni. Itham vyavasito buddhya. His intelligence was firmly fixed on Krishna. As in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna advises us, Vyavasayatmika buddhya, ekeha kurunandana. बहुशाखा hi anantascha buddhayo avyavasayina. Itham vyavasito buddhya. He had fixed his mind on Krishna, his intelligence on Krishna. Bhakta ativa janardane. He was absolutely devoted to Krishna. Bhakta means devoted. Vyavasaya means business. Just like in business, one has to have discrimination, determination, and complete focus, laser sharp focus that I want to make profit. I want to control my overhead expenses. I want to have my business at a proper location. Location is very important in business. I want to do business market analysis to make sure that there is enough demand for what I'm selling. All these things are extremely important in business. That is called vyavasaya. Business means vyavasaya. Just like we have business intelligence, MBA, etc., we focus so much on managing the business. The CEO, CFO, they are the highest paid executives in the company because they are managing the business, making sure it's profitable. This is called vyavasaya, business intelligence. Vyavasito buddhya. Just like ordinary person has sharp intelligence and focus on making profits in a business, running a business enterprise in a profitable way, growing it, maintaining it. Similarly, Vyavasito buddhya bhakto. Similarly, in bhakti, in devotion to Krishna, we should have a business like attitude. How much time am I wasting? Am I in the right location? Am I with the right types of business associates? How am I doing in terms of competition from Maya? Maya is competing for our attention. Today is the first day of the new year, 2025. So let us make this one resolution, just one resolution, not two, not three, not five. It's difficult to keep up if we make too many resolutions. Just one resolution that we will utilize our time properly. We will not spend our time in things that are not ultimately beneficial for us. We will have business-like attitude in bhakti, in a sweet way, not in a mean way, not in a corrupt way. That is the message of Srimad Bhagavatam. Itham vyavasito buddhya bhakto ativa janardane. Ativa means completely, absolutely. We should be devoted, bhaktya, to Janardan, Krishna. And we should, in bhakti, we should have vyavasito buddhya. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandanam. We should have one pointed intelligence that I want to be successful on the path of bhakti. Bhakti is the center of my focus. Bhakti is the center of my life. The Bhakti Center, New York. Radha Murlidhar, Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Srila Prabhupada, the entire Guru Parampara. They are my focus. Srila Prabhupada's life, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's life, Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj's life, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur's life, Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj's life, the six Goswamis of Vrindavan, Srila Narottam Das Thakur, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Srila Baladev Vidyabhushan, Shri Rup Shri Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath, Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath. These great spiritual acharyas, spiritual preceptors, their life is the focus. Their life is where we draw our inspiration from. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is where we get our strength from. Srimad Bhagavatam is where we get our direction from. Let this be our business like intelligence. In business, you have to control wastage, you have to control the overhead expenses. Similarly, in bhakti, we have to utilize our time properly. Let us just have this one New Year resolution that I will utilize my time properly. As my beloved spiritual master, His Holiness Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj defines sincerity, doing what you're supposed to do the way you are supposed to do it. That is sincerity. Doing what we are supposed to do the way we are supposed to do it. So let us utilize our time properly. Let us utilize our time properly. Let us not waste our time where we will not get good returns. Let's not invest our time in something that is destructible, something that is depreciating, something that will just waste our time, because time is money, as it is said. Time is spiritual money. In Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said, Avyartha kalatvam. We should never waste our time. Srila Prabhupada also quoted Chanakya Pandit, saying that with all the wealth in the world, we cannot buy back even 1 minute. Even if we spend billions of dollars, we cannot buy back 1 minute of life. The richest, most successful person also cannot reverse time. Time that is gone is gone. The past is finished. The future is unknown. What we have, my dear friends, is the present, the now and the here. So let us make proper use of our time and use it with a business-like intelligence. If I do this, I will get maximum spiritual benefit. I will get guaranteed returns. Sneha vikramanashosti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Lord Krishna says in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, on this path there is no loss, there is no diminution. Even a small endeavor on the path of Krishna consciousness can save us from the greatest danger. Also in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmara. Therefore, at every moment you should think of me. This is the instruction of Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmara. Think of me always. So let us utilize our time. Let us try not to waste time on social media, on reading the news unnecessarily. Our job may require us to be aware of certain events in this world, and quickly browsing, putting a limit that 5 minutes I will look at the important headlines, important pieces of news that are relevant to me, and then say Hare Krishna and close it and move on. Having a daily schedule. Senior devotees who are very successful in their Krishna consciousness have told that disciple means discipline. We should all have a daily schedule, a schedule for weekdays, a schedule for weekends. This time to this time, I'm going to chant my 16 rounds attentively. This time to this time, I'm going to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. This time, Thursday evenings, I will go to the Bhakti Center. Sunday, I will go to the Bhakti Center. Saturday, I will do this. This time to this time is my professional work. This is my time to exercise. 30, 45 minutes, 1 hour every day. This is my time to exercise. Like that, we should have a schedule. And then we will find that we have enough time for everything. If we have a schedule, if we have it written down, we should have a to-do list that today I'm going to accomplish this, I'm going to accomplish this. Because In Kali Yuga, our memory is weak, so it is not possible for us to remember everything. And we should categorize things as important and urgent, which we should get to immediately, and important but not urgent. It is important, but I have to do it within next 48 hours or by the end of the day. And then there is important urgent, which we have to do right now. So we should have a to-do list like that. And we should, as far as possible, avoid things that are not important. So this is called Vyavasito Buddhya, having intelligence like business in bhakti. Itham Vyavasito Buddhya Bhakto Ativa Janardane. Having absolute Ativa Bhakti, supreme devotion for Krishna. Now, Krishna will give us certain things in this world. Krishna may give us a healthy body. Krishna may give us some money. Krishna may give us some house, a residence with certain comforts. And there is no problem in us enjoying these facilities that Krishna has given, Krishna has ordained for us. There is no problem. We don't have to feel guilty in honoring, relishing, appreciating the nice prasad that is spiritual food that is served to us at the Bhakti Center. There will be nice salad, nice pasta, nice apple crumble or cake, muffin. There is no problem. Enjoying the taste, remembering that this is the nectar coming from the lips of Radha Murlidhar. They have tasted it. And this is their prasad, this is their mercy that they are giving me in the form of sanctified food. Appreciating it and relishing it, enjoying it. It is ordained by Krishna. It is given to us by Radha Murlidhar. There is no problem. But that same relish, if we have for food that is cooked by non devotees, served in some restaurant where they are also cooking meat and so many other things, we don't know the consciousness of the cooks there, that will be harmful for our spiritual life. It will be a loss in business. It would be a business investment that we know is wrong, that we know is going to lead to a financial loss, loss of time, and contamination of the consciousness. So, this is called business like intelligence in bhakti, not wasting time in things that are harmful, things that are not useful. What Krishna gives us, that we can enjoy. Vishayan Bubuje. Vishayan Bubuje means to enjoy the objects of sense gratification. Decent clothes, nice prasad, sleeping on a comfortable bed, so we get good at least 6 hours of sleep. Living in a clean house, wearing clean clothes, going to the gym, exercising, because city life means busy life, stressful life, and sedentary life. It's not as if we live in the village where we have to walk a couple of miles to the river 3 times a day, as Mahaprabhu Sri Chaitanya Dev would do, just to take a bath. It's not as if we do 6, 7 hours of Nagar Sankirtan where we are walking along the streets, singing and dancing, jumping up and down doing Kirtan. We don't have that kind of a lifestyle. So, going to the gym and working out, for most of us, it is applicable. These things we can enjoy. When we go to the gym, we can hear some Kirtan, some inspirational class. I personally prefer Kirtan, and sometimes I hear class also in the gym, like that. So our physical body is getting a workout, exercise, and the spiritual self is getting nourished as well. So enjoying the things that Krishna has given us, Jayaya. Sudama enjoyed with his wife, and we can enjoy with our spouse, with our children, with our parents, with our loved ones. We can. We don't have to feel guilty about it. It is ordained by Krishna. Krishna likes it when his devotees live happily with camaraderie, with good interpersonal relationships. Krishna likes it. But nati lampataha. Nati lampataha means we should not be excessively greedy for more and more and more sense gratification. Now I have a 50-inch TV, now I want 60-inch, then I want 70-inch, then I want 80-inch, then I want 100-inch TV screen. Not like that. We should have the spiritual intelligence to draw the line and be satisfied. If we earn $50,000 a year, we should be satisfied with that. If we earn $500,000 a year, we should be satisfied with that. Honestly, working around 8 hours a day as professionals, whatever we get, we should learn to live in a satisfied way in that. And always tyakshan. Tyakshan means always having a vision that ultimately I am going to give all this up. Ultimately, I'm going to give up my job. Ultimately, I'm going to give up spending 8 hours in my profession. Ultimately, I want to develop that taste for doing bhajan, spiritual activities for 8 hours a day, chanting more rounds, doing kirtan, reading spiritual books like Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavad Gita, associating with devotees, doing seva, rendering service in a Krishna conscious way. I want to spend my life like that eventually, after renouncing material pleasures. That determination, that planning must be there. We don't want to live and die as attached materialists in this world. That would be a great defeat for us on the spiritual path. We should always have the vision that I am going to go deeper into Krishna consciousness. That is called Tyakshan. Always remembering that one day I will renounce all this. One day I will give up all this. But now Krishna wants me to have it because of my age, because of my social situation. So I will. But one day I will renounce it. So in this way, Sudama and his Dharma Patni, his wife, they live together, enjoying the gifts that Krishna gave them without too much attachment, without greed, and knowing that this is temporary. We have to give it up. They were completely fixed in bhakti. And the last verse, text 39. तस्य वै देवदेवस्य हरेर्यज्ञपते प्रभो ब्राह्मणा प्रभवो दैवं न तेभ्यो विद्यते परम्. Lord Hari, Harer means Lord Hari, is the God of all gods. Deva, Devasya. Deva means God. Deva Devasya means he is the God of all gods. Who? Hari. Hare, Deva Devasya. And he is Yajnapate. He is the master and enjoyer of all sacrifices. Everything we do in this world, it's a sacrifice if it is done for Krishna. Our 9 to 5 job can be a sacrifice. The act of cooking in the kitchen can be an act of sacrifice. Eating can be an act of sacrifice. Everything is sacrifice if it is done with Krishna in the center of our consciousness. If bhakti is the center, then everything becomes a yajna, sacrifice. And Krishna is Yajnapati. Krishna is Yajnapati. He is the enjoyer. He is the master of all sacrifices. Which means Krishna is the enjoyer of all we do. And he's a supreme ruler, Prabhu. He's a supreme ruler, supreme controller. Krishna is the supreme Prabhu. Tasya vai deva devasya harer yajnapate Prabhu. Krishna, who is called Hari, who is the Lord of all gods, who is the master and enjoyer of all sacrifices, and who is the ultimate controller, Prabhu, accepts the saintly Brahmanas as his masters. Brahmana Prabhavo Daivam. Krishna accepts the devotees as his personal deities. Who is a Brahman? Brahman is one who knows Krishna. Brahma Janati iti Brahmana, Shastra says. One who knows Krishna. Krishna is Brahman. Param Brahma Param Dham Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adi Devam Ajam Vibho. Brahman is one who is Jnanam Vijnanam Astikyam, as mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. He has, Brahman is one who has faith in the holy scriptures. Brahman is one who has faith in Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata, Ramayana, Srimad Bhagavatam. That is a Brahman. One who has faith in the holy scriptures and one who practices the teachings of the holy scriptures. Astikyam, faith in the scriptures. One who knows Krishna. Jnanam means to know Krishna. And Vijnanam means to apply Krishna consciousness in one's life, to become a devotee. Jnanam Vijnanam Astikyam. That is a Brahman, which means a devotee. The devotees are the personal deities of Krishna. Krishna is the personal deity of the devotees, and the devotees are the personal deity of Krishna. Shukdev Goswami is saying, Brahmana Prabhavo Daivam. The devotees worship Krishna, and Krishna, on the other hand, worships his devotees. It is mentioned in Padma Puran by Lord Shiva to Mother Parvati Devi. Aradhananam sarvesham Vishnor Aradhana param. Of all the different types of worship, the worship of Lord Vishnu is the best. Aradhananam sarvesham Vishnor Aradhanam param. But Tasmat Parataram Devi, still better than the worship of Lord Vishnu, Tadiyanam Sam Archanam. Better than the worship of Lord Vishnu is worship of the devotees of Lord Vishnu, Vaishnavas, who are connected with Krishna, who are connected with Vishnu. Tadiya means those who are connected with Lord Vishnu in devotion. Sam Archanam, Samyak Rupena Archanam. Completely worshipping the devotee, nicely worshipping the devotee is better than worshipping Krishna. This is the opinion of Lord Shiva. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also quotes this verse in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So it is the opinion of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhor matam idam tatrādaro napara. This is the opinion of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, for which we have the highest regard. So Brahmana Prabhavo Daivam. The devotees are worshipped by Krishna. Therefore, na tebhyo vidyate param. Therefore, Sri Shukdev Goswami says, there exists nobody higher than the devotees. There exists nobody higher than the Brahmanas, the devotees who are worshipped by Krishna. A devotee like Sudama, who is a pure devotee. Sudama Vipra means Brahman Sudama. Such a pure devotee he is. Never forgot Krishna. In poverty, nor in wealth. Purport. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur points out that even though Sri Krishna is the supreme ruler of creation, Prabhu, he accepts the Brahmanas as his masters. Brahmana Prabhavo. Krishna considers the Brahman as his masters. Even though he is God of all gods, Deva Deva, the Brahmanas are his deities. Brahmano Daivam. Brahmana Daivam. And even though he is the Lord of all sacrifices, Yajnapati, he performs sacrifice to worship them. This is how much love Krishna has for the devotees. Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Go Brahmanya Hitaya Cha. We recite this mantra where Krishna is the well-wisher of the devotees. So in this new year, let us decide that I will try to be a good, sincere devotee of Radha Murlidhar and Srila Prabhupada. Radha Murlidhar are the supreme lords, and Srila Prabhupada is our founder Acharya, and he is the preeminent devotee, spiritual preceptor for us. And in their service, let us offer our time, which is priceless. Be aware of the different distractions that try to steal away our priceless time in this new year. So many New Years we have celebrated. We did the same thing 2023, same thing in 2024. And if we are still on this planet, we will do it 2026 also, like we're doing it today, 2025. Ahani ahani bhutani gacchanti hayamalayam sheshasthavaram icchanti kimascharya mathaparam. I will conclude with this verse in Mahabharata. Yudhishthir Maharaj says that ahani ahani means day after day. Bhutani means the living entities. Gacchanti, they are dispatched, Yamalayam, to the abode of death. Shesha, those who are remaining. Sthavaram icchanti, they behave, they think, they desire that I will live here happily ever after. Nobody has lived here happily ever after because this is the world of death, Martyalok. But still, people behave, they act as if they are going to live here forever. They cheat to make temporary profits, they lie for temporary gains. Why would one cheat and lie? Because one thinks that I'm going to live here forever. If we have faith in Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto, where the different punishments for different sins are mentioned, and Yamaraj, along with his entire powerful team, is there to met out the punishment to all sinners, then why would we sin? We sin because we don't have faith in the Shastra. We are Nastik. Astik means one who has faith in the Holy Scriptures. Nastik means one who does not. So only a Nastik will commit sinful activities. Only someone who thinks falsely that I am going to stay here forever and these temporary profits are more important than eternal gain, which is Krishna consciousness, would act like that. So in this new year, let us resolve that I have tried to enjoy in this material world enough. Enough years in this lifetime and enough lifetimes before this lifetime I have tried. And I am like Jarasandh. I attack Krishna thinking I will win this time. Okay, maybe I had bad luck this time. Next time I will win. And next time I will win. And next time I will win. 17 times we have been defeated. 17 million times we have been defeated. So we should learn our lesson that material life is impossible. But spiritual life is truly possible and blissful. So let me choose the path of bhakti, the path of devotion to Radha Murlidhar. Sheshasthavaram icchanti kim ascharya mathaparam. What can be more surprising than people, even though they see death every day, everywhere, they live as if they are not going to die. So intelligent person will see death everywhere and live a life in a way that I am ready for death because death can come at any moment. That is an intelligent person. One who lives life in a way that I am ready for death. like at the airport. We are standing at the gate with our bag ready. Whenever we are called, our boarding is called, we are ready to go and embark on the flight. My dear friends, just like we are at the airport gate to board our flight, that is the attitude we should have in this material world. We are at the boarding gate. Anytime the plane of death can come, and we have to go through the gate of death and board the plane. But the plane we are boarding is Golok Vrindavan plane, the plane to the spiritual world, not plane to any material, mundane destination. Not anymore. We have done that 8.4 millions of times. Not anymore. Now we are at Golok Vrindavan Airlines gate and we are ready. We have no attachment to the city of 9 gates. We are going to leave the city and we are at the airport of this city, ready with our bag. Our cabin bag is with us. Our bead bag, our holy scriptures, the words of our acharyas, and we are ready to exit from this world. That is called a devotee, one who is fearless of death. So, this is my prayer that I can make this my New Year resolution, and I felt like sharing it with all of you. If you like it, please accept it. If you don't like it, you can reject it. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. निताई गौर. हरि बोल. हरे
Thank
कृष्ण.
you, Adi Gadhahar Prabhu. We want to be on the same flight with you. Please.
हरे कृष्ण.
Thank you. Okay, a question, Adi Gadhahar Prabhu. Why did Krishna set up karma in such a way that it's not clear sometimes what a particular reaction is coming for? Why isn't it immediate? Why, so if it was immediate, then we would have a better chance to understand what this is coming from. But sometimes karma doesn't play out right away, and we forget and are just confused. Why is it so? Why does it have to be so complicated? We're
हरे
just not learning anything.
हरे कृष्ण. That's a very good question, Anand Bihari Prabhu. And the answer is, imagine a world where we get instant karma. Adi Gadadhar Das, did you chant your 16 rounds already today? Yes, Prabhu. And boom, my nose started growing. Liar, liar. So imagine a world where we get instant karma. We sin and immediately we get punished. Everybody would take to Krishna consciousness, isn't it? You chant Hare Krishna and you feel happy immediately. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Wow, this is great. Everyone will be chanting Hare Krishna because we feel comfortable. We don't fall sick. We make a lot of money. We are comfortable because Radharani is the supreme goddess of fortune. So we take to Krishna consciousness. We get wealth, health, happiness, everything. Then everybody would take to Krishna consciousness. Now imagine this world, Anand Bihari Prabhu. There is a bhakti center everywhere. Every building is a bhakti center. Okay? Everyone is practicing Krishna consciousness. Sounds good so far?
I would give it a try. Yeah.
So everybody is practicing Krishna consciousness, but they are practicing it because it gives them safety, comfort, health, wealth, and happiness. Now, bhakti, by definition, is anukulyasya Krishna. Krishna anukul. Anyabhilashita shunyam, jnana karmadi anavratam, anukulyana krishnanu shilanam bhaktir uttama. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami defines what is first class devotion, what is first class bhakti. It is anyabhilashita shunyam. No expectation of good health, no expectation of wealth, no expectation of comfort, no expectation of freedom from disease, No expectation of happiness. Anya abhilashita shunya. Shunya means zero. Anya abhilasha means other expectations. Zero expectations. And anukulya Krishna. It should be favorable for Krishna, not favorable for us. So, situation where in this world there is instant karma, instant punishment for sins, everybody will become a devotee of Krishna for self-protection. But that is the anya abhilasha. It's a separate desire.
I
And it
get
is
it
not
now. Yeah,
anukul
yeah.
for Krishna, it is anukul for us. People will take to Krishna consciousness for themselves, not for Krishna. And bhakti means love. It is like putting a gun on everybody's head and saying, chant Hare Krishna. Say, I love you. Yes, Krishna, I love you. Next person. Say, Krishna, I love you. Yes, Krishna, I love you. But that is not love. That is out of fear. Therefore, Krishna has created this world in a way where we can see that karma works by reading the Shastra, but one needs faith. And a faithless person will have enough reasons to not believe in Krishna. Oh, why did this person is such a criminal and he got away? That means karma doesn't work. And why bad things are happening to good people? This person was such a good person and yet he got cancer, suffering so much. There is no God. So one who doesn't want to believe in God will get hundreds of reasons not to believe in God. But one who wants to believe in God will find that shelter in the Shastra. That is our test. Even if devotee is getting cancer, even if a devotee is meeting with a road traffic accident and suffering, can we still take to Krishna consciousness? Can we still be faithful to Krishna? That is the test of our love. And love is bhakti. Does that make sense, Prabhu?
Yeah, perfect sense. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Dear devotees, the floor is open. Please do not hesitate. Ask your questions, share reflections. Please, it's your turn. Please, unmute yourself.
Well, wonderful that we're hearing from. Speak louder.
Temple World.
You can hear it?
It's a little low.
Speaking very low. Oh, it's wonderful that we're hearing from Sudama Vipra that he knows where he's at and he knows where he's going because spiritual life means progress. Sometimes we get stuck. We have to look for another level that we're heading for, aspire for it, pray for it, and associate with those who are on that level. And Krishna will help us to go forward so we don't get stuck in spiritual life. Krishna is so wonderful that he reminds us there's something beyond where we are right now. This is good, but there's more. Please come. That was my
Nice. That's good, but there's more. Thank you, Adipurusha Prabhu. Sudevi Gopi and her family, please.
Hey Krishna Prabhuji, such a wonderful morning class for the first day of the new year. Prabhuji, the question is how, when you said that this definition of sincerity, something came to my mind that maybe something I am doing regularly, but what is the difference between regularity and sincerity? Maybe every day I'm doing the same thing, but consciousness wise, I'm not there where I'm expected to be. So, how I can work on that, please?
Hare Krishna. That's your humility. This question is coming in your heart. By adopting the mood of Srila Prabhupada, by adopting the mood of our spiritual preceptors. Remember, sincerity is doing what we are supposed to do the way we are supposed to do it. So, the way, the mood, and mission of Sri Guru, that is what we should try to adopt. Is that? We'll have darshan now. श्री श्री राधा मुरलीधर की जय, श्री गौरांग महाप्रभु की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय.
Adi Gadhahar Prabhu ki jai. Everybody on this call ki jai. Please turn on your cameras if you can. Darshan time.
जय राधा मुरलीधर.
By His grace, one can cross the ocean.
Thank you, Janitai Prabhu. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jai Arjuna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So nice seeing Arjuna Prabhu. Okay, we're signing off here. Okay, Hare Krishna. Welcome to the Afterglow. Adi Gadhahar Prabhu, you gave a wonderful answer to Sudevi's question. Do what you're supposed to do the way you're supposed to do it. Next time somebody asks me a difficult question, that's the way I'm going to answer it. That's like a universal answer. Do what you're supposed to do the way you're supposed to do it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I mean, who wants to ask a question? Adi Gadhahar Prabhu has the answers for you.
Krishna.
Such a wonderful class, Prabhu. Thank you so much. You're getting us ahead of Maya Devi on this start of the new year. Thank you. Okay, Amrita Garangi, followed by Bhima Devi.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. Always to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, you said serving devotees is replaces Krishna more. So how do we find devotees in our day-to-day life?
Hare Krishna. We are blessed to be in a society of devotees, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON. And that is Srila Prabhupada's gift to all of us. Within ISKCON, there are devotees with different levels of spiritual advancement. There are devotees with different priorities. There are devotees with different fortes. In the spiritual world also, there is a lot of diversity. There are devotees who are in the mood of friendship with Krishna, Sakhya Bhav. There are devotees who love Krishna as their own child, Vatsalya Bhav. There are devotees who love Krishna as their master, Dasya Bhav. And there are devotees who have conjugal love for Krishna, Madhurya Prem. And even within Madhurya Prem, there is Swakiya Bhav, Parakiya Bhav, love for Krishna as one's husband, love for Krishna as one's paramour, Upapati. So there are different moods and a lot of variety in the spiritual pastimes. There is union, there is separation, there is Vipralamba Bhav, there is Milan. So, in this way, there is so much variety in the spiritual world also. Similarly, in ISKCON, we will find there are devotees with different moods, different tastes, different cultural background, all under the umbrella of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Krishna consciousness movement, as it has been presented to us in a very authentic way by Srila Prabhupada. So, all of us in ISKCON, we should respect and work with each other. At the same time, we will find certain devotees whose method of worship, whose character, whose Vaishnava etiquette behavior really resonates with us. We can really relate to their activities, to their nature, and we naturally get along with them. That is called Sajatiya. Srila Rupa Goswami calls it Sajatiya. Snigdha Ashay and Swatovare. So, Amrit Gaurangi Mataji, you can note down 3 points that Srila Rupa Goswami tells us in Nectar of Devotion, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Who should we associate with? Who should we serve? There are 3 criteria that Srila Rupa Goswami gives. Sajatiya, the devotee should be like-minded. Snigdha Ashay, the devotee should have a soft corner for us. The devotee should reciprocate with our love. And Swatovare, the devotee should be more advanced than us. The devotee should be more serious in Krishna consciousness, more absorbed in Krishna consciousness than us. If these 3 criteria are met, we should do what it takes to nicely associate with and serve such a Vaishnava. Should be Sajatiya, like-minded, should be more advanced than us, Swatovare, and Snigdha Ashay, should have soft corner for us, should have time for us, should reciprocate with our communication, with our affection, with our friendship. Because what is the use of associating with a devotee who is not Sajatiya, who does not have the same mood? It will cause disturbance in our relationship. Some devotees are very conservative, some devotees are very liberal, some devotees are somewhere in the middle. Some devotees gravitate more towards book distribution, some gravitate more towards deity worship, some gravitate more towards japa, some towards kirtan, some towards going for spiritual retreats. Some are interested in management and building new temples and holding big festivals. Some are interested in preaching. Some like to just sit and hear. Some are bold and extrovert. Some are introvert and shy. So the devotees we associate with should be a good match for us. They should be sajatiya. They should be like-minded. We should be compatible with them. In Srimad Bhagavatam, I like to give this example. During the churning of the ocean of milk, Sagar Manthan Leela, Lord Hari came riding on Garuda, who is a bird of prey, Garuda, the transcendental eagle. And the churning rope was Vasuki, the snake. And snake is natural food for the birds of prey, for the eagle. So when Lord Hari, Krishna, came there riding on Garuda and saw that Vasuki was there, he immediately told Garud, Garudji, you may now leave, you go, and when I need you, I will summon you. You go. Because Vasuki was getting uncomfortable in the presence of Garud. Both are devotees. Garudji is a great devotee, Vasuki is a great devotee. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, among the snakes, I am Vasuki. Among the Nagas, I am Anantashesh, and among the birds, I am Garud. So Krishna has invested his potency in both. Both are devotees, but they are not compatible. So it is possible that sometimes two devotees may not get along. So they should keep distance, respectfully work, but in separate places, in separate capacities. Because too much intermingling will lead to friction because their natures don't match. That is called Sajatiya. So we should associate with Sajatiya devotees, devotees who we get along with. It is not possible that just because we are all devotees, we will all be able to get along equally with each other. That is just not the nature of this world. That is just not the swabhav, the nature of an individual. We are all individuals, and some will fit nicely, gel nicely with each other. That is called Sajatiya. So we should associate with devotees who are Sajatiya, like minded, not devotees with whom we'll have friction. And that's okay. As long as we are not criticizing them, as long as we are not creating campaigns against them, we should let them be. And we should do our service, let them do their service. Like Garudji and Vasuki. Sajatiya. Second is Snigdha Ashaya. What is the use of associating with someone who is like minded but doesn't care about us, doesn't have time for us? Too busy. We write messages, they never respond. We have questions, they don't respond. We want to meet them, they don't have time for us. Then that association also will not be beneficial for us. So Snigdha Ashay. Ashay means heart. Snigdha means soft. They should have soft heart for us. They should have affection for us. That is the second criteria. And the third criteria is Swato Vare. Swato Vare. Vare means more advanced. Swata means than us. They should be more spiritually advanced than us. What is the use of associating with someone who is Sajatiya, like-minded, who is Snigdha Ashay, has affection for us, but is not spiritually advanced? Tells us, let's go for a movie. Let's watch this show on Netflix. That association also will not spiritually benefit us. So three criteria should be there to associate with the devotee according to Srila Rupa Goswami. Sajatiya, Snigdha Ashaya, Swatovare. Should be like-minded, should have soft corner for us, and should be more advanced than us. If we can find such a devotee, and if we look, we will find. If we pray to Krishna, we pray to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada will put us in contact with such a devotee who cares about us, who has a soft corner for us, who is more advanced than us, and who is like-minded in bhajan. They have the same spiritual desires. That is called Sajatiya. So this type of association we should pray for, we should hanker for, and when we get it, which we will get by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and Krishna, and then we should really value that association a lot.
But what if this more advanced devotee will read the same scripture and then figure out that we're less advanced than them and drop us?
But because they are Snigdha Ashay, because they have a soft corner for us, they will be merciful to us.
I see.
They
Okay.
will uplift us.
Thank you. Thank you. That was my concern. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. I was always thinking serving devotees means serving Guru Vargas and Guru Janas when they are visiting, but your explanation helps me very much, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Amrit Gaurangi Mataji.
Thank you. Okay, Bhima Prabhu.
Haribol.
Hare
It's always wonderful to hear the classes, Prabhu. Um, it builds that ineffable.
Bhima Prabhu, Chinmay Radha
Yes,
is asking, where are you?
I'm in the driveway.
Okay, okay.
Um, uh, isn't one wife enough? Do I have to have another one asking me where I'm at all times? Anyways, um, oh, sometimes it's, Prabhupada, of course, this was Prabhupada, but you see a lot of great devotees. In fact, it's almost necessary to run a temple or to distribute books or to even go on Harinam, is that willingness to go into hell, um, into groups that we might not think we resonate with at all. I think of the difference between who Prabhupada was, who he is, who he was at that time, and then coming over to America and being on the Bowery and hanging out literally with the dregs of Western society. It is in finding the most fallen and the deepest hurting people, souls in this world, that we will find the ones who will fall in love with Krishna fastest, because they see that Maya will break your heart. This world will break your heart if you put your heart into it. And so we shouldn't think, oh yes, I have to make sure that the colors around me are always saffron. Sometimes the colors around us have to be black. And in that darkness, we'll find others who were just like us before we met a devotee. And that's how we share what the grace that we've been given. We can circle in and back around on ourselves and make sure that we're always climbing. But believe it or not, when we reach down, we move up. So let us not always judge who's more advanced or who's a devotee or who's a member of ISKCON. Prabhupada didn't do that. And thank you, Prabhu, for inspiring this vision. When you speak, the whole, our whole mission becomes an adventure. The rules and regulations fall away, and it becomes a day-to-day, here and now reciprocation. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Bhima Prabhu.
Bhima Prabhu, you're so sincere. Thank you. Okay. So who wants to speak? We can take a few more. Sincere souls, please unmute yourself. Ask a question. We have a qualified speaker today. Take advantage, please. Adi Prabhu, the camera is zooming in on you. How are you? I asked Adi Prabhu what his New Year's resolution was, and he said, I want to become your servant. Isn't that beautiful?
Hare
I want
Krishna.
to become servants of devotees. Thank you, Adi Prabhu. Would you like to speak?
Well, it was a perfect class, complete. Thank you so much, Adi Gadhahar. I was hearing yesterday on Raghunath was speaking about, he was talking with one of his godbrothers about their experience in the Brahmachari ashram. And he said it was the most charming experience. They felt so nourished and felt so enlivened and so cared for and so inspired and, satisfied. And then there was another devotee there who was there at the same time, and he was complaining about everything. And he said it's kind of interesting that two people could be in the same place, and he's complaining about what they had to do and what they didn't have to, what they couldn't do, and he said we have our experiences that are all perfect that Krishna gives us, but there's a filter that we can impose. He said, "Were you at the same place? We were at the same place. How could you have such a different experience? And he said that filter is whether or not we understand that Krishna's hand is there. Krishna loves us. Krishna providing perfectly, even when there are challenges and austerities and obstacles and people that are difficult to get along with. And he said that it's important to be careful about that filter because we'll get a distorted understanding without understanding Krishna and Krishna's loving care. And anyway, not exactly related to this class, but I thought it was an interesting realization. We have to be careful about our filter. And I'm sure I have that filter because I have a tendency to, I'm a complainaholic, rather than a go and not seeing Krishna's hand in what he sends us. A challenge helps us to become strong. It's a learning experience. We can be grateful for it. Thank you, Lord, for everything as it is. How can I serve you under this circumstance? Of course, this is not exactly in the line of what Adi Gadhahar was speaking about, but it's just something that I heard yesterday that I was praying to Prabhupada what to say, so I just shared what I heard. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Okay, dear devotees, Happy New Year. Let's go out in the world and distribute Krishna's love with the equal vision. And let's keep our own batteries charged by hanging out with like-minded, favorable devotees. Right? It's fun. It's a fun adventure. Both aspects are necessary. Thank you, Bhima Prabhu and Adi Gadhahar Prabhu, for highlighting that. Bhima Prabhu, any punchlines? I see you're unmuted.
Don't be afraid to take a little stroll through hell. You might find a friend or two you can help.
Yeah, that's where I found my friends. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Adi Purusha Prabhu, what was his name? Kevin, I think. You told Kevin that Kevin is a Hell's Angel, and
Ferocious.
yeah, Kevin, you're so ferocious. You can go to hell. And Kevin was like, I want to go to hell. All my friends
Well,
are there.
I didn't tell him he was going to go to hell, but the super of the building was saying, don't you want to go to paradise? He said, no, I want to go to hell. Right.
Nice, nice. Yeah, we don't judge. We don't
But
judge.
he became our friend and helped us with prasad distribution and lent up his vehicle and helped us move the furniture to 8th Avenue. You know, from a point where he was throwing his bologna sandwich at me and throwing broken bottle at the devotees. Gradually over the years, with a little help of little prasadam and sense of humor, Krishna helped us to befriend him.
Yeah. I once told him, hey, Kevin, and he said, don't say, hey, I'm not a horse. Like that. He's a very, very ferocious guy. I saw him recently at Raghunath
We have to
concert.
remember.
Yeah, Bhima?
We have to remember what Nityananda did. How excited he got with Haridas Thakur to go and deal with Jagai and Madai,
Yeah.
with sins so much that Yamaraj's assistants could not keep up with the sins that those two have committed. And yet Nityananda went full on at it. Because once you know you have a treasure and that treasure, it can never be taken away from you and only increases when you give it, you're not fearful of anything. And you're not fearful of sharing it with Jagai and Madai. I'll have you all know that I played Madai in a play once, and people could not
Yeah,
tell the difference between.
you're still in that role. Yeah. At least externally, yeah.
And next time I see you, Prabhu, you're gonna get a bottle up the side of the
Yeah.
head.
Please, please. I'm ready. I'm
I
ready for
play
it.
pot.
Yeah, I'm ready for you, Bhima Prabhu. Adi Gadhahar Prabhu, please summarize. Let's wrap it up.
Hare Krishna. It is said in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam that a Madhyam Adhikari, which is what we should all try to become, at least a moderately advanced devotee, they have four types of dealings: Prema, Maitri, Kripopeksha. Yah karoti
I
samadhyam.
can go in there and see what's happening.
Hold on, Adi Prabhu. Don't talk yet. Hold on.
Sorry.
So there are 4 dealings. We should have 4 types of dealings that we all should have according to Srimad Bhagavatam 11th canto. Prema maitri kripopeksha yah karoti samadhyama. So prem means love we should have for Krishna. Maitri means friendship we should have with those devotees that I earlier described, who are Sajatiya, Snigdha, Sheswatovare, like-minded, more advanced than us, and have a soft corner for us. Those are the devotees we should have friendship with. Then kripa means we should give our association to people that Bhima Prabhu and Adi Purush Prabhu were mentioning, who may not be like-minded, who may be not practicing Krishna consciousness. So we don't associate with them, but we give them our association. So that's where the difference is. The Sajatiya devotees we associate with, we serve. And the other type of devotees, other type of people who are not devotees yet, we serve them by giving them the association of Srila Prabhupada, by giving them the association of Krishna. And then the 4th category of people are those who are envious and violent towards devotees, verbally or physically. They are called dveshi. Those people we have to avoid. So prema, maitri, kripa, upeksha. Upeksha means to avoid. We should avoid devotees who are envious and inimical. We should kripa, we should give our association and be merciful and be kind to those who are not devotees, but they are innocent. Bali Sheshu, they are like innocent. They don't know about Krishna consciousness. They don't know what they are doing. So we should try to uplift them. Then Maitri, friendship we should have with devotees who are like-minded and who want to progress in Krishna consciousness. And number 1, Prem. We should have love for Krishna. So Prem, Maitri, Kripopeksha. Love, friendship, compassion, and avoiding. They are the 4 dealings that a Madhyama Adhikari should have in this world. I think this will summarize what we discussed.
Yeah. Perfect. Thank you, Prabhu. Okay, we're going to need a childlike devotee to say Hare Krishna to finish the yajna. Who wants to volunteer for that service? You have to be childlike enough. Okay. Bhima, your horse wants to say Hare Krishna? I mean, no one is disqualified from bhajan. Okay, I'm going to nominate.
Okay, let me see if I can get him to say it.
Okay.
I'll say it to him, and he'll say it with his eyes. Hare Krishna, beautiful. Hare Krishna.
Perfect. We saw it. Thank you, Bhima Prabhu. Thank you, Adi Gadhahar Prabhu. Thanks everyone on this call. We love you. We need you. Happy New Year, Venisha. Good to see you. Hare Krishna. Thank you for keeping your cameras on and off. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.